Alright, what's good, YouTube? We're back with another video today, and as you can tell by the title, we have a lot of relationship talk today. But as well, we're gonna do a mukbang. Is it mukbang?
I don't know.
Mukbang with y'all.
Mukbang. That's what it is. Mukbang.
So what we're eating today, we went to Blaze Pizza. If you haven't heard about it, it's like
this is what it looks like. The box looks like this, if you can see it.
But it's a pizza place where it's kind of like a variety of toppings. You basically go in, you can choose from the select menu that they have, or what we normally do is go and choose to build your own, and we just create our own pizza, whatever you want, for like $8 and something. And get as many toppings as you want. Yeah.
They make it in front of you.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it, they have a fire pit. It's a fire pit oven, and they just stick the pizza in there. So we're gonna do a mukbang, whatever it's called. But we're gonna have a relationship talk with y'all. Not too long ago, we saw an article that came across, and it was Michael Ealy talking about should couples live together. Of course, we live together. We're not married yet, but we been living together for 2 years now, and it's been good times and bad times, but we're still together. We're still making it. So I know a lot of people who have tried it out and the relationship fails, but we're just gonna give y'all what our experience with it is, you know?
Yeah.
So the biggest thing a lot of people are questioning if they should or shouldn't. Honestly, when we decided to, I feel like we might have jumped the gun. Because honestly, when we moved together, we only started dating, about 4 months?
Yeah, it was we kind of moved a little quick. Like, it was kind of fast. I don't even think when I moved, because I moved here. He was already here where we're located, and I moved here. And I think when I moved here, I don't even really think I, thought everything through. I just kind of picked up and moved my life here with him.
Exactly. Like, when she moved up here, really, we made plans to move together, kind of, before we even started dating. And that's the crazy thing. It was kind of like a joke, kind of a suggestion, because we was already friends for a while. And then we just started taking our friendship a little more serious. And so we decided, we had already decided, talked about kind of, to move together. But I would say it's possibly that we kind of jumped a little too fast to do it, me personally.
Yeah, me too.
Because when she moved here, she really didn't have a job. She was coming here like every other week for.
Yeah, I was stepping out on faith, Lord Jesus.
Like she was coming for job interviews, and it was kind of hard for her to come because what is it, like 2.5 hours to distant from where she's from. And so coming up here just for a job interview, you not knowing that you have a job or not.
True.
That was real stressful.
Not knowing if you wasting your time, like coming back and forth. So yeah, that was stressful for me. Really not knowing exactly what direction I was actually going. That was the stressful part.
Like me, I was here for school, and I had just graduated, and honestly, I had a couple jobs, school jobs, but I didn't have a career job. So I was living in an apartment with other guys, and we really, we really didn't know what we was gonna do, where everything was leading up to.
Yeah.
But I would say it was a lot of faith, jumping out on faith, leaping out on faith, and just allowing God to kind of guide us as we go. But I would say, if it was a mistake or not, us living together, honestly, for me, it wasn't a mistake. as us living together, just how soon we did it, I would
I
say.
think it's the timing that was probably like a mistake, because I've learned so much, like so much about him since we've been staying together, good, bad, everything. So I think it was more so the timing for me that was a mistake. Would you agree?
Yeah, just because we did it in such a hurry. We were both fresh out of college, trying to find a way in the world, and when you're in that mindset, a lot of stuff can be misguided, and you just really don't know how to honestly translate it, go with the right path or go with the right flow. And honestly, that was kind of where my mind was. But we had been friends for years, and so we was looking at it like, well, we've been knowing each other for years. But like the saying goes, you never know someone till you truly live with them. You wake up every day to them and see them 24/7. Like that's the hardest part.
I think that is the hardest part, because I'm such a person that I love my space. I love being alone. Like, I'm a loner. Like, I love being by myself. So having to be with someone every single day, you seeing the same face every single day, can either, you know, make or break someone, like in a relationship, you know, if there's something that you can't handle. And like moving with someone and learning all of their flaws and just everything that you would not know just talking to someone on the phone or coming to visit them on the weekend. Like, it's like so much that you learn about someone. And I feel like we kind of,
like I normally say, is that I done told her a couple times already, if we didn't honestly have a friendship and a bond with us moving together, honestly, I feel like we would have probably already broke up a while ago if we didn't have a friendship at first. Because honestly, our friendship is one thing that keeps us together beyond everything else. Beyond a relationship, but beyond everything else, we have a strong friendship bond and a long history together.
A very long history. Like, if you know us, like if you know us on a personal level, we have a very long history as far as like friendship. Like, how long has it been? Before we moved together.
All right, so if we add everything up, we met almost like 9 years ago and began a friendship. So she talked to people, I talked to people, but we never pursued anything
with each other.
But like, when I say like you really don't know anyone until you move and live with them, like you really don't discover someone until you see them in their worst and see them in their best.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we didn't had tough times like any other couple.
True.
Like, even right now we're in a rocky place, but honestly, that's what makes us stronger and makes us stand strong, because nothing is ever perfect. And it's not like our relationship is bad. It's just some lifestyle situation we're going through that's, you just have to stick through it, and the best person to stick through it together is your best friend. So like, there's nothing like being in a relationship with someone that's like your best friend, someone you have invested years into. And so like honestly, like we hold each other up like a lot.
We do. We really do.
Like, no matter what we're going through with both of us, like we keep each other together, we keep each other strong, and we just piggyback off each other. Like she might look at me like I'm Mike and she's Pippin, and sometimes she's the Mike and I'm Pippin, and just we work well together. We're perfect together, and like there's no one else I could see myself like honestly truly living with and like just growing with, because we're young still. We're a young couple. We don't know it all. We're still figuring it out. And honestly, both of us come from a single family, single parent household. We seen our parents struggle. Yeah. And like, we're grinding it out just so we can be able to get back even to our parents. But honestly, as far as we don't have that person to go to for relationship advice, relationship talk. We learn together every day. Definitely. And so, like, honestly, living together, I would say if you don't have a best friend in a relationship, it's not good to move in together.
Yeah.
Especially if y'all don't have that friendship, you know?
Yeah, because like any little thing, like if you don't have a friendship, a strong bond beforehand, I feel like any little thing can like really break a relationship.
Exactly.
Like for us, like when I get mad, like at first when we first moved together, I didn't really know how to handle situations or how to just walk away and let him cool down or whatever. I always was like rah 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 in his face. But over time, like as I've gotten older and we've, you know, and I've learned his personality, I'm learning what not to do and what to do and how to let him, you know, handle things. Like when we have like little arguments and things, I know to like just walk away for a second, let him cool down, and then we come back together and talk it out and see like what we can do to fix whatever the situation is. So I've learned a lot, like, you know, just living with him that I wouldn't have known if we didn't live together beforehand, and we just, like I said, just continue to see each other on the weekend and talk on the phone or
Exactly.
you know, whatever. And then we decided like we're going to take our relationship to the next level, and then here comes marriage, and then this is our first time staying together. I would have had to learn all of these things with him at that moment, and I feel like at that time it probably wouldn't have, it probably would have broke us, you know, as far as in a marriage. So living with him, I know for a lot of people, shacking up is not like the ideal thing.
Yeah, because she always said she would have never did it.
Yeah, I would never shack up with a man. And here I am, like, you know, living with him or whatever. But I just feel like, you know, for us, it was the best thing to do. And I feel like moving here was a better opportunity for me as far as like anything with our relationship, career wise, just anything.
Exactly.
It was just a better, you know, better decision for me. Like, and I know a lot of people, you know, may have a say so, you know, what to do and what not to do. But I just feel like personally, I had to make that decision for myself. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'll have to be the one to, you know, kind of answer to that. And the same for you.
Yeah, because like honestly, that's what our main goal was, because I already live in like the city we stay in. It's a fast growing city and community, and the jobs, there's a lot of jobs here and opportunities. And only reason why I'm here is because I went off to school and got away. But because of our friendship, and I was really trying to like, I was like, yo, you should move up here because there's opportunities up here. That was the original goal because of our friendship. But with us having a relationship, that actually kind of moved things a lot more faster, because friendship wise, even if we were just friends and she moved up here, I think we would have ended up dating anyways. Because I remember the time she told her mom she was going to move up here, but we was just going to be roommates. Her mom was like, yeah, right.
She was like, roommates? Yeah, okay,
yeah. And I was like,
say that lie for somebody else. I'm like, for real, we're going to sleep in separate bedrooms and all of this and da-da-da. But like at the end of the day, like it all worked out for us. It really did all work out, and I am grateful. I'm happy. Like I couldn't picture anything different, you know. Like I genuinely do, you know, love staying with him, love being with him, and you know, and hopefully vice versa.
Yeah, me as well. Like honestly, our relationship, within like the last 6 months, has gotten a lot stronger than we thought it would have. Like,
we've been tested so much. God has really tested our faith, and
like our plans for the future has grown tremendously. Honestly, within the last 6 months, like everything we've been planning, we plan as far as us together in the future, not separately. Everything is about us and as a as a pair, and not as an individual. Like we don't try to take any steps without us together, you know.
Definitely.
And so like honestly, like I have friends who have came to me honestly personally about moving in with a significant other, and some of them I told them they should try it out. Some already know they're not ready for that. Some I honestly know they have tried it and didn't work at all. Like even like her friends have hit her up and asked her personally, like, how is it living with your significant other? Like, what should they do? And I do like the fact that we can be kind of like, not test dummies, but
No, not but just be able to like share our experience, with someone else, that may be thinking about or trying to decide like, is this something for them, or will this may work for me. The thing that I can say, everyone is different. It depends on the person that you are like trying to move with. Like, it really depends on the person. Like, so for us, like, we mesh very well, even through whatever, we mesh very well. So like, our personalities kind of like balance each other. So it all depends on the person. So like, with giving advice like that, you really can't. You can only let people know how it is for the two of you, but you can't tell someone, yeah, you should do this, or yeah, you should do that. That's a decision that you will have to make yourself.
Yeah, like, it's something like, if I had to do it again, would I? Absolutely. But with the right person. Not with anyone, but with the right person. I just feel like I found the right person to do it with. And honestly, again, like, our goals and plans in the future is all centered around each other. And I feel like the reason why is because we have had the experience living together, and it kind of made like, if we get married tomorrow, it's already feel like we already are married, and so nothing's gonna change, like, because honestly, me just looking at it, if I'm gonna marry someone, I do want to know how they are 24/7 before jumping into something, and then I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know you was like this. I want to back out of it. Definitely. So
same here.
Like, again, I know for a fact my mom wasn't for it,
and I really don't think my mama was for it either, because I'm her baby girl. So at the end of the day, like, me moving off with a guy that she really don't know on a personal level, or don't know how he's going to be treating me, or whatever the fact is, like, that can be scary for any parent. So with her concern and all of that, I did understand, but at the end of the day, I had graduated from college. I was kind of getting to the age where I have to kind of like just step out and make my own decisions, and if I fail, I fail, and if it's a success, then thank God for that. But it's just something that I have to decide on my own.
Yeah, like, honestly, and the craziest thing is, even though we have known each other for years, like, our family didn't even know, like, my mom and family never even had met her or even heard of her.
Like, I think they just like recently, oh, your mom didn't know about me.
Yeah,
when
we first moved in together, like, my mom,
he's a very like secretive, I ain't gonna say secretive, but very like to himself type of person. Yeah. So I feel like sharing like who he's talking to and who's in his life is kind of like not something that he's like he normally does.
Like, before we moved in together, they had met her, but when we came up with the idea, I never even had met your mom yet. No, when we came up with the idea, like, and then after the fact we came up with the idea and started trying to take everything more serious, that's when we introduced each other to, like, because honestly, me, I always had said, like, I never was gonna introduce a girl to my mom unless I could actually see myself marrying her. And so honestly, like, she knew about a lot of girls I talked to already, because I had told her about them, because we were friends, like, and I would confide.
And that's the thing, we were friends, so I did know about a lot of things that went on in his life.
So for me, like, my mom and them, they was like, what girls are you talking to? I was like, don't worry about it. And like, I would never tell anyone, because that's just me. Like, I'm not gonna. For me, I always felt like if I'm gonna introduce a girl to my mom, I want that my mom to know that she's gonna be the only girl that she's gonna be introduced to. So I was like, let me make sure I pick and choose carefully who I really truly devote my time into, as far as on that level, because you like, even when you move in with someone, you don't want to seem like, all right, this is not gonna last. We break up, and then it's so much financial things go behind it. Like you would not understand until you actually do it, like the financial side of it. And if you all break up, you probably leave at least one person with all that financial. And so honestly, like, I don't know Would you do it if you had to do it again?
Would you?
But yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely. Definitely, I'll do it all over again. Like we said in the beginning, like the only thing for us that I'm not going to say regret, because I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason, but the only thing that I would have done differently is just the timing. Like, kind of thought it through, and the timing, because like I said, when we did move in together, it was kind of like an eye-opener.
Yeah.
But that's about the only thing that I probably would have changed, is just maybe kind of thinking it through a little bit more, maybe like giving it a little bit more time, and then coming and moving here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just honestly, when it first happened, I really was, as far as looking out, I wanted the best for her.
Yeah.
And
he's always said that.
Like, that's what main thing I wanted. I was like, I really wanted her to move up here, just so, not for me, but for her to be able to spread her wings
and have a better opportunity.
Because Lord Jesus, I didn't know a lot when she first moved up here. Like, she didn't have her driver license, so
which everybody that knows me already knows that. But yeah, like, I didn't have my driver license. I barely really knew how to drive, to be honest.
So I had to kind of show her how to drive a little bit, and it was tough, but it was fun. Like, every moment, like, even the good and the bad moments, we always find like humor out of it. Like, we can argue and like 30 minutes later be laughing at something.
Probably not even 30 minutes later, y'all. Probably like
about 10
minutes, 5 minutes later. It's just like when we actually sit and like think like what are we mad for? Like, what did we just have? Like, I can't even remember what we were just arguing about, or for what, like how, so it's kind of like, and life is really too short, so like you really have to like find the best out of everything, and I hate like having an argument and going to sleep mad or whatever the case is. Like, that's just not me.
Yeah, because honestly, like living together it actually does bring you a lot closer if you feel like you're gonna be with that person for the rest of your life. That's the only option or recommendation I make to people now. If you can see yourself being with that person for the rest of your life, why not make that step and try it out? Just try it out, because it is gonna either open your eyes and you're gonna be like yes, or it's gonna be like, okay, I don't think we're gonna be truly right for each other. The good thing we figured this out before we really took that huge step, because again, it hasn't been easy at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Like, the first 6 months was the worst. Like, I would say just trying to learn each other, figure each other out, things I did, and like the arguments were on 10, and I had to kind of dial back and kind of check myself and put myself in place.
There were like petty arguments though.
Not petty. Some of them was like out the way, but that was my fault. Me being a man at the end of the day and having to realize that it's my fault. And that's the biggest thing you learn as a man is being able to own up and say, yes, I messed up. And honestly, there's no one else I'd rather kind of grow and become a man with besides her. And so honestly, like our relationship, we're not perfect.
No one's perfect, but
but we are our own relationship goals. And so okay, no one's perfect. Like, you see all these Instagram couples, YouTube couples, but you only see the good side and you don't really see the bad side. Like, we're our own relationship goals. We see the good, bad, and we don't look up to anyone. We stick it out and look up to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, honestly, was moving in a mistake?
No.
Nah, not at all.
It wasn't at all. It wasn't. It was really, for me, one of the best decisions that I could have made. Like, regardless of the fact, like, it really was like a good decision. Like, I've grown so much since I've been here. Like, I've matured so much, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of him. Like, I've seen him like evolve. Like, everything is like really perfect. Yeah. But
like, again, it's just only the beginning for us.
Definitely.
Especially with YouTube. Like, you're gonna see a lot more. We're gonna be real open with you all, because we want you all to come into our lives. We want to influence you all's lives as well.
Yeah, definitely. We're very transparent. Like, I don't never want to like get on here or get anywhere and like, you know, fake anything for anyone. Like if there's an issue, we'll talk about that. If there's something that we don't like, we're going to talk about that. We're very transparent. So that's one good thing, you know, about everything. We're very transparent.
Yeah. So again, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this. Subscribe to our channel.
I don't know what side it's going to be on. What side?
I think it's on this side. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button right there. If you enjoyed this video, we have a lot more topics like this coming. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up on the like. Also share, comment down below. We do respond to all comments. As soon as we see those, we try to reach out and respond back. We just like to communicate with our supporters, and we like to communicate back with y'all. And so again, I go by New Kid, and this is
Sierra Nicole,
and this is Kid and C. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.